welcome to another fantastic episode of ESC Fan TV. Greece! They last won in 2005. I think it's safe to say that Greece, certainly after 2000, have really upped their game, and they have been a force to be reckoned with at various points on the Eurovision stage. Now, they failed to qualify for the final last year. Sad times. That was at Yana Terzi with Oniro Mu. But they're sending Katerine Duska with the song Better Love this year. They've got a very favourable draw as well. They're the penultimate song on for the final, just before San Marino. And do you know what? Let's dive straight in and get my co-host's view first. Stuart, Katerine Duska.
Oh, sorry, you took me by surprise. I don't know what's going on with this at all. It just completely confuses me. I love the song. Sounds like Annie Lennox. It's got a very similar chord structure to No More I Love Yous. I'm sure so for diehard Annie Lennox fans and some sort of so fans remember that. Yeah, she's Greek Canadian. What can I say? There's not a lot written about her. She's got a fantastic, unique voice. It was a bit off key in Amsterdam, but I understand she went very well. Yeah, it's still okay in the Greek charts. 18th in the Greek charts, currently 9th in terms of the betting. But I don't get the video. Does anyone get the video? Is it just me? I just don't understand the video at all.
Let's go straight across to Aline. Aline, do you get the video?
No, not at all. I'm like, okay, it's a good song. Don't know the video. Okay.
I'm loving the dress, by the way. I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me. Well, it's all kind of in leotards, aren't they? And then she's in this big pink wedding dress, you know.
I've had some people comment on my video and give me a hard time that I didn't understand the concept of the video.
Oh, great. I'm going to get lots of love now then.
What they've told me is that it's a parody of the Renaissance period. So it's kind of like a mock-up. Like all the famous like pop culture of the time, they kind of do a mock-up. So, you know, like she's got the two women in like weird positions and stuff like that. So
how do people know this stuff?
They don't.
Where do you learn about this stuff? What college did I miss?
The artist says it, and then they're like, "Duh, didn't you know that?"
Yeah, I always knew that.
If I were you, Stuart, I would talk to a history teacher because they're supposed to know that.
Yeah. What is it, Tom?
Well, there we go. So let's bring some more people in on this. Let's go to Louise. Do you see Greece turning their fortunes around this year and making it through to the final?
Yeah, I've not been the biggest fan of Greek entries the last couple of years, if I'm honest. I actually was quite pleasantly surprised by this one this year. I really like it. It's high up enough in my ranking. And as we know, the Greek diaspora are very good for always getting behind their entries, and you know they've got Cyprus in the semis, so I think they're pretty safe in terms of qualification anyway. As for the final, if they get there, I don't know.
Ooh, interesting talk there regarding their final ambitions. Let's go to someone who is in the know when it comes to Mediterranean culture. Let's go across to Oban. Is this a song that you're going to be actually picking up the phone and voting for if you're in Cyprus, should I say, for semi-final one?
I mean, I think no matter where I would be that day, I expect myself to vote for it. If nothing awkward happens during the performance, like absurd, the same absurdity that she had on her video. However, in terms of Greek diaspora, I think Cyprus and Greece is playing to the same public, same audience, and there's a slight competition between Cyprus and Greece for those that same specific minorities all over Europe, and so of course, there's no doubt that there will be base support between these two countries in terms of voting, but at the same time, they will be fighting for the same vote spread all over Europe.
Interesting. Bring a lean in on this. Do you reckon that's possible that we could see that in the semi-final rankings, that you know, Cyprus or Greece could actually not make the final just because of that targeting the same audience.
Yes, I can relate to that. Because when he said, I was like, oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, they are kind of the same. I didn't think about it before, but now I'm like, okay. But yeah, I can relate.
And is this is it a song that you're on board with anyway, in terms of your rankings, in terms of what you're thinking with regards to it, or is it a song where you're just like, I don't get the video, I don't get the song?
I like the song. I don't understand the video, but I can live with it. Let me say it that way. I can live with it. It's okay.
Interesting. Let's go across to Joe on this. Katerine Duska, Greeks have got to turn around their fortunes and qualify this year, surely.
You would think so. I mean, she's a class act singing wise. I mean, yes, she was a little bit off in Amsterdam, but we all know the reasons. Just going back to the video, though, I actually did art history. I studied art history, and I didn't get any of the Renaissance stuff, I must admit. So it just went over my head. I'm going to be honest. I think that she's going to have to put out a really good performance on the night. And, you know, if she sings like she did in Amsterdam, then she's not going to qualify. If she sings like how we know she can sing, she's going to sail through. And it's as simple as that with her, really. I don't know. I agree with Open as well. I think there's a bit of a play for the same votes between Greece and Cyprus, but I do think they're both going to go through somehow.
Jana, Katerine Duska, you were in Amsterdam. What did you make of her Amsterdam performance?
Well, she started out good, but then when the song was coming to an end, she got a little worse. Not worse, but it wasn't that good live. But she started out good. I think she has to train a little on her vocal skills before she goes to Tel Aviv. But I had a picture with her, and she's a really nice person. So, and I think she's gonna go through to the final. I think Greece will go through if she sings like we know she can. If she sings like Amsterdam, I'm having the same comments that Joan is giving. If she sings like in Amsterdam, I think she will have trouble qualifying. But normally, if everything goes well, she will go to the final.
Okay, let's get our final comments from Martin then. Katerine Duska, Greece, it's on 16th. An improvement on last year.
Yeah, I've this is my number 3 overall, and it's probably the most radio friendly, vocally unique, and most un-Greek-like thing that I can think of that Greece have ever sent to Eurovision. And if she sings as I've seen her online with a lot of other stuff, and not as she did in Amsterdam, then she'll sail through, and I think she'll be a contender for the win. It also depends how it's staged. It's not going to be staged like the video, because that was batshit bonkers, and it was too many people, too intricate. I don't know how she's going to stage it, and that's probably why they've just gone mad with the official video. So I think it'll be up there, and it's definitely going to be better than last year, and it's probably going to be one of their best results since Calamira, I would say.
A very good song, that one as well.
Yeah. 2008.
Yeah, but what a song. Secret Combination.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway.
She was rumoured to be coming back this year, Calamira.
Was she?
Yeah, it'd be a good pick for Greece, actually.
It would be nice to see her back on the stage at some point.
Can I say one thing about Katrina? I don't know if it's just me, but any one of you feel the same way. But when you listen to her interviews, she sounds like a sweet girl. But when she sings, her singing voice doesn't seem authentic. It looks like there's an effort to sound the way she sounds while singing it. Does anybody feel the same way, or it just looks like the authentic voice when she's singing?
it can work that way. I mean, we've got in the UK, you've got Lisa Stansfield, who's got this beautiful voice, and then she talks as from the sort of like Manchester, sort of totally different voice, and even Holly Tandy, who was in the UK national final. She's from Barnsley, and her talking voice is totally different to her singing voice. So it could be that. That's all I'm saying. It could be just like a singing, talking voice sort of thing.
Yeah. Remember Christina? Yeah, Christina Aguilera has like a really sweet, angelic voice, and then she sings like a soulful woman. It's really because you get trained and conditioned since you're a child to have that tone. So that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. So let's just glide across the panel. Simple thumbs up, thumbs down. Is Greece going to make it through to the grand final on May the 18th? I'm going to look at what people are doing. Oh, we've got a small uncertainty from Joe. Joe's thinking it could sweep just under, I think. She's eyeing up 11th place for Greece.
And of course, Katerine's on before Serhat, so it'll be fine.
Say na na na. Anyway, we digress.
Can I just make a point? Gustav in the chat room said, if you talk about people that sound different to how they sing, have you ever heard Carola talk?
Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, I think we are almost all in agreement that Greece will be making it through to the grand final on May the 18th.